In this video, we're focusing on the Senate race in Pennsylvania between Democratic Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman and Republican challenger Dr. Mehmet Oz. The race to replace retiring Republican Senator Pat Toomey is the second most expensive Senate campaign this year, so far anyway. We could have a lot of late spending. According to Open Secrets, the $140 million spent in the Keystone State is $2.7 million behind Georgia's Senate election, so clearly there is a little bit more money being spent there. This seat is the best chance Democrats have of flipping a Senate seat this cycle, and two high-profile candidates with national profiles ensured there would be tremendous interest in this race. Add in the stroke suffered by Fetterman early this year, just days before he won his party's nomination, and this is what you get. One quirk of this race is that while it drifted between toss-up and lean Democrat all cycle, we never got a poll with Oz in the lead until 3 weeks ago. That all changed after the candidates debated on October 25th, which had a huge effect on the polls. And since then, 11 polls have been taken. 7 of them have Oz in the lead, 3 Fetterman, and 1 was tied. So obviously the debate had an enormous effect on Oz coming up in this race. And that's where the DDHQ poll average stands now, tied. So naturally, this race is rated as a toss-up going into Election Day. Fetterman is from the western portion of the state and will be hoping to do well in some of the more working class and rural areas than Democrats have done recently, as the state has drifted to the right of the nation as a whole. Looking for his margins in Allegheny, the Pittsburgh area, he'll be looking to do somewhere between Clinton's 17% and Biden's 20% advantage. In Westmoreland and Washington counties, he'll be hoping to keep the margins below Trump's 28 and 23-point wins in those counties in 2020. Oz, for his part, will look to cut into traditional Democratic advantages in Philadelphia and its collar counties. One note about Philadelphia. The rightward swing there between 2016 and 2020 cost Democrats more votes than all other rightward counties swing in the state of Pennsylvania combined. It's still a massive vote pot for Democrats, but Republican inroads are far from insignificant there. For the first time, Pennsylvania counties will be able to begin processing absentee votes on Election Day prior to the polls closing at 8 p.m. Depending upon how many votes places like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh process and report earlier in the night, we could definitely see a shift from blue to red over the course of that night, and that would be the opposite of what we saw in 2020. Who it will carry into the Senate could take days to determine.